Andrew.
Hi.
I was walking past and I just thought, I saw get paid to mix from home.
Yes,
I'm an engineer.
exactly.
I thought, what a great idea. I like the sound of that. So tell me a bit about the service. It's an
Yes, of
interesting
course.
idea.
So Rmix, remote live mixing service, is a month-to-month subscription-based service that we provide for small to mid-sized venues or churches that have these digital mixers, like you see here, already set up. They have AV companies that already have everything set up for their
So they're
lifestyle.
installed, yeah?
Yes, but they don't have engineers to man these mixers, right?
Right.
This could be for their in-house mixing or their live stream, even their monitor mixes. The solution that we provide is in this monthly plan, we send this Rmix device. This would be a device lease, but once it's sent to the venue, all you really need is a connection from the mixer's headphone stereo out and an Ethernet to Ethernet, just a LAN cable connection.
Right.
Hook it up to the Wi-Fi, and then you're good to go. You have access to all of the audio input coming into
So
these mixers.
presumably it's IP-based controlled.
Yes, we run our own server. So really, as long as there's Wi-Fi connection, stable Wi-Fi connection, our remote engineers are able to access this mixer from anywhere across the country.
I'd say using Wi-Fi is pretty brave, but
Yes, Ethernet is recommended, right?
Yeah,
But this is flexible for both situations. Now, some people might ask, hey, sure, for broadcasting mixing, the audio coming in is enough for the engineer to get a good mix. But what about live in-house mixing, right? Because the acoustics of each room and venue are different, case by case. That's why we have RTA mics. These RTA mics are included with these packages. With these, if you place them in the most optimal positions in the room, our engineers are able to analyze the room sound and listen to the feedback, anything that you kind of have to be there in person to listen to, we can listen to. Now, this device is built in with SMAART, SMAART software, which allows us to really analyze the room and calibrate this mic and what the engineer is listening to. So it's accurate to actually standing there, what you're listening to.
So then you can do the output EQ curve or
Yes.
monitor EQs.
Exactly. I'm almost done on this side. It also comes with a USB-based camera. With this, we're able to get a stage view, see if someone's coming up to speak in a mic,
Yeah, you need that. Right.
guitar cable is going to be unplugged, we're ready to mute, right? Let me take you over here. This is what it looks like on the remote engineering end, right? It's
Right, so that's an X32
edit, right?
Yeah.
But it looks the same as any classic mixing editing software, right? But this is our very own software that we can access any type of digital mixer like Allen and Heath, Midas, Behringer. We're working with Yamaha right now on developing that. But very simple, a MacBook with our software and some headphones. This means you can mix from home in LA for a venue in Florida, church in Texas, broadcasting studio in New York, right? Latency is less than 1 second. This means for broadcast, it's more than enough, right? But some people have an issue with that 1 second for in-house mixing.
Yeah.
They're saying that's not enough. Let me explain. When we match engineers with venues, we don't just send our engineers in blind, right? Like, they don't know what they're doing. They have to figure out a mix in 5 minutes, right? No, that's not the case. We get plenty of information from these venues and churches. We know that their sound system is up to par, and we know what kind of songs they're running, what team setup and equipment setup they're using. So this engineer is already aware of, everything that's gonna come. All he really has to care about are, balancing, right? EQ. There's no last minute routing or struggling to eliminate feedback really, right?
What about talkback for like a stage crew where you just go, hey,
That's a
the
great
thing's
question.
just for, because the engineer needs to kind of go, I've lost channel 6,
Yes.
check the stage box or whatever.
So in that case, we have an app that we're almost done developing. With that, you can communicate through, engineer to on-stage media director or praise team leader or whoever's there in person. Obviously, for that kind of communication, you can install a mic or just use the messaging app, right? But really, this is for small to mid-sized venues, not large events where you need multiple on-staff engineers.
No,
like that.
I mean, you'd want someone who can jump on stage and plug it back in, I guess, don't you? So if you can get in touch with those.
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's no dedicated talkback channel in that.
Not as of now, because honestly, these situations, communication is done really before the actual show or service starts. And most of it should be very straightforward, right? If we're talking bigger shows or more complicated shows, then obviously, I don't know from the beginning that they would purchase this to use. They wouldn't trust us, right? Yeah. So this solves the issues on both ends. These small, mid-sized venues have easy, instant access to live professional support for a low cost of, let's say, 1 hour of remote mixing is $100 for them. That includes this device lease. That includes the RTA mics. That includes the camera, as well as access to instant support, right? Engineers, they get more job opportunities. 60 to 70% of the revenue from these monthly plans go directly to the engineers.
So an engineer would be getting 60, 70 bucks an hour.
Exactly, and that can only go up based on the quality and scale of these events, right? Because right now we're hiring remote engineers, audio engineers from all over the States to apply. They come into our network and we match them with venues and churches that fit exactly their skill level.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So hear me out. There are engineers who came to us who've worked for Disney, right? For large like opera houses or Bruno Mars concerts, right? And then there are engineers who've only mixed for small churches or small bar venues, right? Case by case, we match them to the venues that need them, and we pay them accordingly based on their skill level. Exactly.
So there's a brokerage service in there as well, so that's kind of cool. So it's the latency that scares me. I mean, I've done quite a lot of sound engineering, and I need to be able to react fast. But it's particularly disaster recovery that's the issue. It's like the feedback, it's the signal's gone, those kind of things. So what kind of channel counts are you talking about with what sort of channel counts are you talking with the people that you're dealing with?
I'd say max, like if you look at these mixers here, like the X32 or the Allen & Heath QU or SQ series mixers, if we really think about small to mid-sized venues and churches.
So up to 24 channels, that
yes,
kind of thing.
24, 32. These cover like 80% of those kinds of targeted churches and venues, right? So we're really not talking much.
No, it's interesting. So the faders will be flying sort of remotely as well, won't
yes,
they?
you'll be able to see them move directly, mute, that kind of speed. So really, you won't run into disastrous, issues like that.
Oh, interesting. So how do people can go to obviously Rmix service? How do engineers can go there and sort of sign up as well?
Yes, we have everything you would need to know. Questions on rmixservice.com. This can take you to applications for our engineers. This can take you to pre-order signups for consumers ready to purchase these right now. And if you're an AV company or let's say a private organization that wants to use this technology, but not our engineers, but your in-house engineers, contact us separately and we can work out a private plan that fits your needs.
Okay. Yes. So to run a pair of these, do they require a dedicated server or can you sort of share?
Oh, like with network switches and stuff like that? Or yes?
Well, no, so there's obviously some cloud-based going on this, presumably. So do you need a server per connection or can you run multiple connections?
We have no problem because we run our own servers. Really, all you need on the venue end is a Wi-Fi connection, and then as I said earlier, Ethernet to Ethernet on the Rmix. You don't have to worry about anything else. And for the engineering, all you have to worry about is Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi connection, we're looking at like download speed around 20 Mbps. Obviously, Ethernet is, as you mentioned earlier, recommended.
Yeah, I'm feeling nervous already just thinking about it because I want failover for that sort of thing. But great idea. Thank you very much,
of course.
Andrew.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.